All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And if you seen the last video, you know we got a little bit of luck. We got Dormammu's potential unlock under 2 weeks for the first time ever. And because of that, I went ahead and I spent like 50 million gold and like 4,000 black antimatter to get this guy built up. So what we're doing right now is just taking a look at the fruits of our labor. I can't cancel out of the 5th into the tier 3. Unfortunate. And I'm getting guard broken because he's out of range. Oof, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I wanted to cancel the defense down 5th skill into the tier 3 skill, but unfortunate. Let's see if we can just tighten up here. You should have already got him down to this phase right here, but it's fine. We're still making good time. Basically what I'm doing is just showing you guys what my build from tier 2 to tier 3 can currently do. I didn't really change much. I think I put one more Odin's Blessings on him, and I re-rolled. Hold on, let me just go 3, 4, tier 3. And he's in the shadows. Actually, he's out of range. Oh, nice. We moved closer to him, and he's being he's being shreked. I re-rolled the last option on his uniform to crit damage instead of all attack, just so I get more damage when I crit. Ooh, I messed that up. Sometimes when you're really far away, you can't cancel in time to get your procs properly, but he's melting the stage 80 right here. I definitely think he can go higher, but I'm just trying to gauge where he taps out on average with the build I have without strikers, right? Okay, and oof, took a beating there, but it's fine. He has more HP and more defense and all that stuff now, so that's good. If that was tier 2, he would have died. Most definitely would have died. Okay, and there we go. The proc is here, and he hit in the shadow realm. That's unfortunate. We should have got like an extra bar worth of damage there. So we've had like a couple missed procs here. A lot of it comes from him just moving backwards. Not him as in Dormammu, him as in Ebony Maw, just moving backwards and not allowing me to cancel out my skills. We should get him here with the proc on the tier 3, and this should give us some nice damage. Yeah. I am trying to get accustomed to him because I do find that sometimes after the tier 3 ends, I find myself standing around a little bit because I'm just trying to wait to make sure I don't interrupt the tier 3 skill before the time. So you can see, even with a couple missed procs, he's just breezing through the stage 80. Okay, we're gonna kill him before he kills us. He did that iframe attack, and that was very dangerous for Dormammu when he was at tier 2. But now he's at tier 3, his HP and his defense went up by a good bit, so he can actually tank that whole attack, even though he's not that tanky of a character. So this was a pretty easy, casual 80. I definitely think with my build, again, I'll show it to you at the very end, but if you've seen the first video, it hasn't changed, okay? I think with this very build, we can go up to maybe a stage 90 with proper gameplay, but definitely for sure a stage 85. All right, so we dropped in 5 ignore dodge strikers because without it, there would be no point in doing this stage because this guy has really high defenses. And we're gonna take a look at what Dormammu's damages look like. Now, a couple things you guys have to keep in mind here, okay, is this modifier is always in effect, okay? So, since Dormammu is not a speed type, his damage is going to be reduced automatically by 50%. And since Dormammu is an energy-based character, this guy has 20% additional energy defense on top, okay? So these are things you have to consider when you're taking a look at Dormammu's damage on this stage. Take into consideration that this is 50% of Dormammu's damage, and this guy also has, for the first half of the fight at the very least, right, has 20% additional energy defense. Okay, so he's iframing like crazy, and he's out of range. So my tier 3 actually did not even hit him there. And then my 5th skill did not hit him at all either. Wow. You love to see it, don't you? Okay. Okay, son. You want to play this game? I will show you how life works. You played your game. Now I'm gonna play mine. Alright, so let's go. Now my procs are all over the place. I'm upset. Okay, I'm just gonna use the tier 3 here. And the other, yep, the other half of the skill should do enough damage. Nope, it did not. Okay. He should have been dead already. He should have been dead like 30 seconds ago. But because of that one tier 3 skill that he completely avoided because he was out of range, which will happen to everyone at some point. Because one thing is for certain about this bastard, Corvus Glaive, is at some point he's just going to teleport across the map to try and evade what you have going on and all that stuff, right? So that is for certain going to happen at some point. Okay, so we got that going on there. We're fine. We can tank pretty much anything he got. No, we didn't do much damage with the tier 3 there because we didn't set it up with the 5th skill defense down and the hold on, 4th skill fire resistance down. Okay. Okay, can you chill? Where is my proc? Hello? There it is. Oop, there it is. Nice. It's really cool that Dormammu's 4th skill just keeps hitting long after you use it. Well, it's cool in this sense, but it's not cool in like PvP when you're up against Silver Surfer and stuff. That's not cool because it just means you could just be reflecting damage right back in your face. Look at that damage, boys. That's like 4.5 bars, almost 5 bars of damage from just the tier 3. He's dead. He's pretty much dead the next time the tier 3 goes off. Like, and there's not a damn thing he can do about it. And he's still super easy to play with a proc. Okay, so that's fine. I can tank what you have going on now. So feel free to back up off me, give yourself room to do your fire wave attack, whatever it is, because you're gonna die regardless. All right, so easy for the most part, really easy, uneventful stage 80 clear there with Dormammu. So definitely by no means a weak character. Again though, very, very expensive. And when it comes to a character like this, when you can literally build 3 or 4 other characters for his cost, it's never gonna be enough, right? Because at the end of the day, this is just one clear. Whereas if you build 4 different characters, you can get 4 clears in World Boss. However, there's a limit of how many clears you can do per day. So if there was an infinite amount of resources to farm here daily, then there would be a story for more characters, right? But anyways, let's move on to the next clear with them. Last one here, lengthy video I know, but I did a lot of talking in the last video. It was super long, and I want to make up for that by giving you guys a super long gameplay sesh. So here we go. Now this one is not as impressive as I was hoping for, to be frank. I was hoping that we could do stage 80s across the board with them. But again, we also have to consider the build, right? Like, I don't see very many characters. Okay, come on, where's the proc? There we go. I don't see very many characters that can clear stage 80 against this guy without some type of CTP, right? So also tempering my expectation on that front. And I also have to consider the fact that, okay, he's cleansing. So that's the thing. He's removing part of Dormammu's, like, I guess, damage, because defense down, constantly being cleansed, fire resistance down, also high elemental resistance. These are things that I need to consider. And also the duality of somebody like Dormammu, where he can do PvE and PvP. So he's not just your regular character. Like, he's not like a Black Bolt where he's one-dimensional in the sense where, yeah, he can clear really, really high and world boss. But in PvP, sure, Black Bolt can cleanse, but he doesn't really have that much utility for PvP. Whereas Dormammu, because of the revive and the reflect and stuff, Dormammu will have a place in PvP. Where that place is, I don't know as of right now, right? Okay, can I get my proc? Hello? Hello? Damage proc? Vacation? Stop taking it? Thank you. Okay, let's use 4. Use 5. Okay, I think I got time frozen there. I will say though, he is a lot safer. And I should have used the tier 3 there. I am stupid. I was just watching what he was doing instead of paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. He is a lot safer at tier 3 than he was at tier 2. And for some portions of the fight, his tier 3 kind of reminds me of like Professor X's, where you can kind of seemingly just cancel out of it and still get all the damage. I do need to do some more testing on that front. Okay. Not much damage there at all, actually. Unfortunate. So this 70 is very inconsistent. Unlike the 80s and stuff that I cleared before the video, I did clear the 70, but each time it didn't look like there was an average amount of time that it was taking. Sometimes it would go by really quickly. Sometimes it would go by very, very slowly and then pick up at the very end. And I think it all comes down to when this guy cleanses, right? Because, feels like I was standing around for a lot of that. Okay. Okay. I got the defense down on him. Hello, where's my damage? Yeah, see, like, this one I don't think is gonna work out very well for me unless we get like a couple really, really good tier 3s, because I've yet to get one that was like really, really on the money. Okay. No, this one is pretty bad. Ouch. Like, he's not dying, but the damage is just not looking like it's there for me right now. Unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get down to like maybe 2 bars and run out of time. Oof. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, each time I did it, like, I would get portions of the fight where the damage just looked really, really good, and then portions where it's just not very good, and it would just be super close each time. Okay, so we got the tier 3 here for the very, very last time, it seems, and it's close. Right? I definitely feel like he could do it, but it wouldn't be like super consistent like the other clears, so I'm not going to sell you guys on a dream. However, none of you guys are out there playing your characters without strikers, right? So obviously if strikers were in here, like you have your 5 strikers, you would get like 50% more damage at the minimum if you were just going with damage increasing strikers. So he would be able to clear the 70, right? And another thing you guys need to consider, no, I'm not, actually I might be purchasing that again because I need the space for my inventory, so many things. Anyways, another thing you guys need to consider is the build is not done yet, right? I have a whole bunch of empty Uru slots left, and that's just the nature of the beast, right? I like to test out my characters a plethora of different ways before I settle on how I want to finally end off with them. So because of the fact that in Marvel Future Fight, when you put Urus on and complete a build, you have to pay money. via crystals, right? To change that up, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money like destroying Urus or changing over Urus and stuff. So I try to build them as best I can for the showcases, and then when I settle on the final build, I'll show you guys that final build for them. And I think for Dormammu, it might be a PvP situation for me, just because they did mention that Conquest might be getting a rework, and because of the fact that Dormammu has a really good passive, like it just seems to be built for PvP from the day he entered the game. Like both of his passives, right? They just are really, really good. And he has now iframe, ignore, and reflect. I feel like that's where I want to settle on with him, but I do want to explore and see what he can actually do. So overall, a very good showing here for Dormammu. Should you be satisfied with him? I don't know. I think for PvE, he will probably end up being somewhere close to Silver Surfer, like somewhere close, right? If you give him like a rage and all that stuff, which I will do, but I just wanted to give this to you guys right now. But for PvP, I don't think he's gonna be as dominant as somebody like Silver Surfer. The counter, the constant reflect, right? Iframe ignore. Like although he has iframe ignore, I don't think he's gonna come anywhere close to being like as dominant as Silver Surfer. He's not gonna be bodying everybody left, right, and center. But I do think he's viable there, and I will be exploring that option. So leave me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think here of the first impressions, if you will, on Dormammu. We're 300 in the world, but that's because we're still very early. Not too many people have been lucky enough to get his potential yet. So we'll see when the dust settles where I'm at in correlation to everybody else. So till next time, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys. Peace out.